Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Stag Stuff. Um, this edition isn't just for owners of Triumph Stags, it's actually for anybody that is driving on a smart motorway, because it seems that there is a bit of a mess as far as prosecutions are concerned that are coming from the police of people who have noticed from the gantries across the top that there is an accident ahead and that the near side lane has been closed. Now, this story that I'm going to tell you was relayed to us from our deputy coordinator at our area stag meeting, because one of his friends saw that there was an accident ahead, notified of it on the above the motorway signs, and he's thinking, "Oh, right, I better come off the motorway. I don't want to get held up." But the near side lane had also been closed. But he's approaching a slip road, and there were no signs to show that the slip road was closed. He then got prosecuted for being a motor user on a closed motorway lane, and got sent on a smart motorway awareness course, and obviously got fined as well. And I'm thinking, I've not heard about this, and I've checked on the internet. I can't find any advice about this on the internet. I can't find anything on the highway code either. I've looked and looked and looked. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to phone up the highways agency, and spoke to them. And they told me that unless the motorway was either coned off, sorry, the slip road was coned off, or whether the overhead signs said that the slip road was closed, this should not result in a prosecution. But this person is still saying that they were prosecuted and got sent on this course. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to contact the police. So I did. And I have got an answer in writing here from them. And it doesn't help, actually, because it seems like the person that I spoke to also had to go for more information on it. And I quote, "I have sought some advice from a sergeant regarding this. They have said in these circumstances, there would be the option for the person to appeal." Now, that means, yes, they're going to get prosecuted, and any reason for crossing the lane would be taken into account. But then this reply goes on to say, as highways advised, it's not an offence, but you need to be sure you have a reason for crossing and not remaining in the lane. So actually what we've got here is that the police are prosecuting for something that isn't an offence. As I say, I've got this in writing from the police. What's going on? It's a mess, an absolute mess, because how could the police be prosecuting you for something that isn't an offence? So be very, very careful, I guess, not to actually travel in the near side lane if it's been closed. Literally cross it, not dangerously, of course, but making sure that you don't spend any time in that near side lane. But it does seem to be a whole load of confusion, a whole lack of advice to the public. And so I thought I'd put this video out now that I've got answers in writing, even though those answers actually seem to be as clear as pea soup. So there we go, guys. If in doubt, get into a queue, get held up by the accident, and don't take the slip road, perhaps. I don't know. I really, really don't. But there we go. That is the state that we are in with our smart motorways at the moment, that actually common sense doesn't seem to be prevailing. So rant over, but hopefully that's a useful piece of advice to you should you find yourself in this situation. If I get to hear that the situation has changed, I will let you know straight away. But until then, stay well, drive safely, and see you again for another episode of Stag Stuff. If you've enjoyed this video, please do click on the like and subscribe buttons. And if you click on the bell, YouTube will be good enough to even notify you when we post new videos.